ISIS can be rolled back, the president says, and he cites two examples Americans can pin their hopes on.
This strategy of taking out terrorists who threaten us while supporting partners on the front lines is one that we have successfully pursued in Yemen and Somalia for years.
But if Yemen is a success, the threat to Americans from there still remains and could be worse than ISIS. This is what it's looked like in Yemen this week. Instability in the capital. Protesters tried to storm a government building and attacked soldiers. Several people were killed, dozens wounded. Another image from Yemen put out this week. A stylized video from al-Qaeda's branch in Yemen, al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, of a previous attack on a government checkpoint. AQAP, as they're known, taking a page right out of the ISIS propaganda playbook.
It has not been a success in Yemen. Our partners are struggling to contain al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula's insurgency.
Critic Thomas Joscelyn says the Yemeni government hasn't been strong enough, hasn't complemented U.S. drone strikes with an effective enough ground campaign against AQAP. A Yemeni official counters, telling CNN Yemeni forces have driven the terrorist group out of key strongholds. U.S. Special Ops troops assisted them in one operation this year, killing 65 terrorists. Joscelyn says that's only part of the story.
AQAP melted away and still wages its insurgency while controlling rural areas that the government doesn't have any reach into.
And that's a government cooperating with the U.S. In Syria, against ISIS, U.S. forces won't have that. A Yemeni official says his government's partnership with the U.S. has been successful in killing off dozens of AQAP's leaders. One of them, Anwar al-Awlaki, the American-born cleric, a top strategist.
They also got this man, Saeed al-Shiri, the number 2 in the group of Saudi who had been at Guantanamo Bay, an important operative for them.
But still standing, two of the most dangerous terrorists who threaten America, AQAP's top leader, Nasir al-Wuhayshi, and its master bomb maker, Ibrahim al-Asiri. Now, Ibrahim al-Asiri is responsible for some nearly successful attempts to bomb planes bound for the U.S., including the 2009 Christmas Day underwear bomb attack and the 2010 printer cartridge bomb plot. Paul Cruikshank says there is concern now that Ibrahim al-Asiri may be sharing his bomb-making technology with jihadist groups in Syria. White House officials acknowledge there's more work to be done in Yemen, but insist their strategy has degraded the threat.
Wolf? Where are those two dangerous leaders of the al-Qaeda, the Arabian Peninsula, al-Wuhayshi and al-Asiri?
A Yemeni official told me today, Wolf, they believe the overall leader, Nasir al-Wuhayshi, is somewhere in southern Yemen, where AQAP has some strongholds in the rural areas. Now, when I asked about the bomb maker, Ibrahim al-Asiri, that official couldn't give me an answer on where they think he is. That's a pretty dangerous notion that he's out there somewhere, maybe exporting his technology.